Dear soul, the angels brought me a powerful message today, full of insights about this person who's been on your mind. Maybe to your surprise, they're younger and feeling an overwhelming longing for you. There's something happening in their heart that you might not know yet, but the angels want you to understand it with crystal clarity. This longing they feel for you isn't some fleeting feeling, not one of those youthful whims that come and go with the breeze. It's a deep, intense emotion that has become a daily burden, a constant tune playing in their thoughts impossible to ignore. They thought about you all day, every moment, every flip of a page in their life. Your image, your essence, your energy was there. They might have tried to act with the typical indifference of their age, or convinced themselves that your absence wouldn't make much difference to their daily life. But now they find themselves caught in a loop of memories and feelings they can't control, or even fully comprehend. The angels show that, despite any distance that might have grown between you, your energy stays strongly linked to theirs. No matter what they do, where they go, who they're with, or the new experiences the world throws at them, something within them always pulls them back to you. But why don't they own up to it? What's stopping them from reaching out? From saying what the angels are showing with such force? The angels say this person has been trying to fight what they feel, perhaps due to immature pride, a fear of being vulnerable, or simply because they haven't yet grasped the depth and complexity of this connection that goes beyond logic and age. But in the quiet of the night, when defenses drop, thoughts get louder, and the heart speaks stronger, the truth becomes undeniable. They miss you in a way they never have before, a missing that eats at them and makes them question everything. This longing isn't just for specific times you shared, but for your whole presence in their life. There's something about you that brought light, incredible comfort, and a feeling of security they don't find in anyone else. The way you understood them, how you looked into their eyes, and knew exactly what was going on without a word being said. The wisdom you radiate, and the peace you provide. These small things, which might have gone unnoticed before, or that they didn't fully appreciate in their inexperience, are now missed in a way that truly hurts their young, restless spirit. And the angels show me something even stronger, something that's been eating away at their peace. They've been repeatedly wondering if they've already blown their chance to have you back, to relive that special connection. This uncertainty has become a weight on their spirit, a constant restlessness that stops them from feeling peaceful, from focusing on other things, from living their present fully. Time goes by, but the feeling of emptiness doesn't lessen. Instead, it grows each day, because this person realizes that the more they try to forget, the more present you become, the stronger your memory gets, the more out of reach you seem, and that drives them nuts. With every attempt to distract themselves, your image pops up more clearly, your voice sounds clearer, your smile becomes more real. They're in an emotional maze, and the way out seems to be in your hands, but they still don't know how to reach it. Before I continue the message, type this saying in the comments: I draw opportunities that help me grow and thrive. Now continuing the message, the angels say this person has been desperately looking for distractions, trying to keep their mind busy with other things, activities, new mates, anything to escape this whirlwind of feelings that's taking over. They've thrown themselves into commitments, fun, anything that might hide the truth screaming inside them. But the truth is, the more they try to deny it, the stronger the longing becomes, the more present you are in their mind and heart. And now they're starting to realize they need to face this reality, that there's nowhere left to run. They might not have said it out loud yet, might not have put it into words for you or anyone else, but their heart has already woken up to an undeniable truth. You were, and still are, irreplaceable in their life, a light they never imagined would go out. There's no one who stirs the same feelings in them, who makes them feel the same peace, the same joy, the same completeness you did and still do. And that scares them deeply, because by realizing this, they understand they might have made a huge blunder by letting you go, by not valuing what they had when it was within reach. They blame themselves, torment themselves, and this guilt just makes the longing worse. What the angels want you to know is that this longing isn't for nothing, dear soul. It doesn't just exist to torment this person or to bring doubts to your heart. It has a bigger reason, a deeper meaning. The angels show that this feeling is opening their eyes to something they refused to see in the past, perhaps due to immaturity, inattention, or simply not being able to grasp how special what they had was, your immense value in their life, your unique importance, your light that brightens their darkness. Now, The big question the angels bring urgently is, what will this person do with this overwhelming feeling that consumes them? Will they have the courage of a young heart to face what they truly feel, to admit their passion to themselves? Will they be able to put aside their pride, overcome their fears, and seek you out? Or will they stay stuck in this loop of longing, regret, and inaction? The angels show that there's an intense internal struggle happening right now inside them, a real fight between logic and emotion, the desire to be close to you, to relive the connection, to have your presence grows every day, every minute, every thought. But there's still a fear stopping them from acting, a fear of getting hurt, of being knocked back, of it being too late, of you having moved on with someone else. This fear is what has kept this person quiet, even when their spirit cries out for you, even when every bit of their being yearns for your presence. But this situation can't go on for much longer, dear soul. Something is about to shift, and this shift will be a turning point in their life. The angels say this person is nearing a decisive moment, a crossroad where they'll be forced to face what they truly feel and take action, a choice that will shape the future. The universe is setting up perfect conditions for this truth to come out, for them to finally understand that running from this feeling is no longer an option, that the only way out is to face what fate has in store. Can you feel it in the air, dear soul? Can you sense this energy of change drawing near, this vibration of something big about to happen? Because the angels are saying something is coming, and it will surprise you. This longing this person feels for you isn't just a simple twist of fate, not just a mere desire from an immature heart. It's a call from the universe for them to wake up, to finally understand the importance of this connection, the depth of this bond that ties you together. And this call is getting stronger, more insistent, more urgent. Now, before we wrap up this part of the message, the angels ask you to tune into your deepest intuition and answer for yourself with total honesty. If this person came back today, would your heart truly be ready to welcome them, to forgive, to start again? The angels say that answer is crucial for what comes next, because your heart already knows the truth, and that truth will be your compass. Dear soul, the longing they feel is no longer just an annoying feeling, but something that's turning into an almost uncontrollable need, an urgency that takes over every thought. There's a growing restlessness inside them, a feeling of emptiness they can no longer hide or fill with distractions. The angels show that no matter how much this person tries to act normally, as if nothing's happening, their mind and heart are elsewhere. And that place, dear soul, is undeniably by your side, in your presence, in your memory. They thought about you all day, every minute, every breath. They've been having days of intense reflection, deep self-assessment, times when memories of you come flooding back as if they were scenes from a movie playing on repeat in their head, an endless loop. They're flashes of times shared, of words spoken and unsaid, of actions that once seemed small, trivial, but now carry immense weight, a meaning they're only just grasping. This person misses you in a way that goes beyond logic, beyond rational understanding, because it's not just about your physical presence, but your unique energy, the incomparable way you made them feel complete, loved, and safe. The angels say this person didn't expect the longing to reach this point, this intensity. At first, they believed, with the innocence of a young heart, that everything would sort itself out with time, that distance would make feelings fade, that you'd just be a distant memory. But now, they realize with crystal clarity that time hasn't erased anything. Quite the opposite, it's made every detail sharper, more alive, more present in their mind. And that's really gotten to them in a way they never imagined possible, an emotional shock that caught them off guard. This person has already tried to move on, dear soul. The angels show they looked for distractions, tried to occupy their mind and heart with other things, maybe even with other people, trying to fill the void you left. But nothing worked. Nothing could replace your essence. No experience could even scratch the surface of what they feel for you. No conversation brought the same comfort. No presence stirred the same connection. No touch generated the same spark. And it's at this point that this person starts to see an undeniable truth, an overwhelming reality. There's no one like you, and they'll never find anyone to replace you. Now, before we carry on with this message, type 808 in the comments to claim the abundance and good fortune the angels are bringing into your life right now. This is a way to open up and accept the blessings that are on their way. And if you felt this message truly hit home, If it touched your spirit in a special way, consider making a small contribution using the thanks button. Your support, no matter how small, helps keep inspiring messages and light coming for all who need them, strengthening our connection of love and belief. Now, continuing the message. This realization has been tough for this person, dear soul. They're facing an existential dilemma: accept what they feel and seek to reconnect with you, or keep running from what's become impossible to ignore, extending their own distress. The angels say there's a huge fear in their heart, a deep worry that it's already too late, that you're no longer willing to hear what they have to say, that your door is shut for good. And this fear has made them hesitate, has stopped their actions, even when the urge to find you screams deafeningly inside them, consuming them. The angels show me that recently this person was very close to contacting you. They even picked up their phone, typed some words, mentally rehearsed what they'd say, imagined the conversation between you, but something stopped them at the last second. An invisible but powerful force. The fear of the unknown, of what they might hear in response, of your reaction, completely froze them. And that made them back off, even knowing that silence would only prolong their distress, their suffering, their uncertainty. Dear soul, the angels ask you to understand something essential and comforting. This person misses you, a missing that eats at them, but they haven't yet found the courage to face that truth and act on it. They're dealing with a storm of conflicting emotions, trying to understand how something that seemed settled, a closed part, still holds so much power within them, so much sway over their feelings. And the answer is simple but deep, because the bond between you never broke. This connection is something that goes beyond the physical world, dear soul. It's something the angels show as a golden thread that links your spirits, an energetic tie that, regardless of distance, time, or circumstance, continues to exist and vibrate. And the more this person tries to resist it, the stronger the feeling becomes that something within them is incomplete, that an essential part of themselves is missing without you by their side. The angels say this person is on the verge of an important choice, a point of no return. The next few days will be decisive in their life, because they can no longer carry this burden alone, this longing that weighs them down, the need to express themselves, to get this knot out of their throat, to say everything that was held back, and what they feel now is growing every moment, every breath, and soon they will be pushed by a greater force to act, to break the silence. But there's an essential question the angels want you to ask yourself honestly, getting ready for what's to come. Are you truly prepared to hear what this person has to say? To accept the truth of their heart? Because when they come, dear soul, it won't be with games anymore, with vague phrases or uncertain replies. It will be with the raw, honest truth, with an open and vulnerable heart, with feelings they've held onto for too long, with the intensity that only a loving heart can convey. And the angels say that, when that time comes, you'll need to decide if this story will have a new beginning, a chance for redemption, or a definite end. The choice will be yours, and the angels will be by your side to guide you. Now, before we finish this part of the message, if this insight really connected with you, if it touched your spirit in a special way, write in the comments, "I accept the truth the angels bring to me." This is to claim the spiritual clarity the angels are sending into your life and to boost the energy of a fresh start. Dear soul, the angels keep guiding this message so you understand what's truly going on in this person's heart, someone younger who's in an emotional whirlwind. There's something very important that needs to be shown today, and it's a truth that will surprise you. They can't handle this longing anymore, and something inside them is about to burst out, to come to the surface in a way they can no longer control. This feeling of absence, which at first seemed bearable and even justifiable due to their immaturity, has turned into an unbearable weight, a burden that presses down on them every moment. They thought about you all day, every detail, every memory. The angels show that this person has been trying to act as if they're in control of their emotions, as if they could simply move on without looking back, without caring. But in the deepest reality, there's an emotional storm happening inside them, a chaos that silently eats away at them. When they're alone, away from the world's noise and distractions, their mind inevitably drifts to the past, reliving moments by your side. Every memory has a different flavor now, a bittersweet taste of something they've lost. If before they saw everything with a certain emotional distance, with the lightness of youth, now they feel every detail, with a depth that truly hurts, that eats away at their spirit. They remember your voice, the unique way you smiled, the sparkle in your eyes when you spoke about something you loved, your wisdom, your warmth. Small gestures, which once seemed trivial and unimportant, are now precious treasures in their mind. Memories they hold with a tenderness that surprises them. The angels say this person has started to realize that no one else has that energy, that essence, that light you possess. And that's exactly what's bringing a deep unease to their heart, an emptiness that no other presence can fill. They understand now that you're unique. What this person doesn't fully grasp yet is that the longing they feel isn't just a sign of good times or passing nostalgia, but a clear, undeniable sign that something bigger connects you. This bond wasn't built by chance or simply by being together, nor is it something that can be replaced by anyone else, no matter how hard they try. They might even try to convince themselves they'll get over it, that all this will pass, that you'll just be a distant memory. But the angels show that what exists between you isn't something that disappears, because it's a connection of spirits, a spiritual bond that goes beyond time and space. Before continuing the message, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to subscribe. It helps us keep making meaningful content for you. It's a small thing that makes a big difference in our goal to spread light and hope. Now, continuing the message, they might have tried to escape this feeling, distracted themselves with other people, or dived into new routines and experiences, but none of that erased the truth. Nothing could silence the voice of their heart. The universe is sending constant, persistent hints, so they see what they truly feel, so they stop denying this truth. These hints can come in different ways. A song that suddenly plays and makes them remember you overwhelmingly, a scent in the air that brings back a clear memory, or even intense recurring dreams where you appear clearly. And the angels show me that they've been dreaming a lot about you, dear soul. They're not random, meaningless dreams, but visions full of meaning, clear messages from the universe. Often they wake up smelling you, hearing your voice, or with the clear feeling that you were truly together, as if reality mixed with the dream. These dreams leave them confused, disoriented, because they're so real that for a moment they believe everything can still be lived, that your connection is still intact. But when they wake up to reality, they realize you're not there, that the distance still exists, and that realization is like a shock, an emptiness that becomes even harder to ignore, a pain that stays with them throughout the day. The angels want you to know that these dreams aren't just by chance or from a troubled mind. They're a form of spiritual communication, a call from the universe for this person to understand that your presence can't be erased, that your essence is etched into their spirit. Their heart is trying to send them messages, even if their mind tries to resist, even if they try to rationalize what they feel. Your energy is present in their dreams, guiding them to the truth. And there's something even stronger the angels are showing now. They feel your energy, even from afar, dear soul. Often when they're distracted or focused on their activities, they might feel sudden shivers, a strange feeling, as if you were there, close by, watching them. And the truth is, in a way, you are. The bond between you is so strong that it goes beyond physical presence, the barriers of time and space. This person can feel your vibe, your strength, your light, even when you're not talking, even when there's no direct contact. Now, what the angels want you to understand is that this person is about to make a decision. They can no longer carry this longing alone, can no longer live in this distress. Something needs to change, and that change is close. The universe is moving energies, aligning conditions so that very soon a reconnection happens, a reunion that could change both your lives. The angels say the right time is being prepared in the higher realms. It might not be today or tomorrow, but this person is getting closer to giving in to the truth that's always been there, in their heart. The weight of the longing is turning their fear into courage, their doubt into necessity, their silence into a shout for you. And now, I ask you, dear soul, and I ask you to answer yourself with the deepest honesty, if this person came knocking on your door tomorrow, bringing all this longing and regret, what would you say to them? Think carefully, dear soul, because what's coming might change everything you know and expect. Get ready, because the angels are working in your favor. The angels are sending you a special sign. Your lucky number for today is 7. Write in the comments, I accept the angel's energy. My lucky number is 7 and I'm blessed. I send love and protection to the person I truly care about. If this message touched your heart, show your support with a thanks and help spread this message of light to others who need it. Dear soul, this younger person who's been on your mind is at a crucial point. The absence that once seemed bearable, or that they tried to convince themselves it was, has now become an unbearable burden, a weight that crushes them every moment. They thought about you all day, every minute, every heartbeat. The angels show that this person feels trapped in an inner struggle that consumes them. They want to find you, want to hear your voice, feel your presence again, want to relive the moments of joy and peace that only you provided. But something inside them still hesitates. It might be the typical pride of youth, the fear of rejection, insecurity about how you'd react, or doubt about whether you still feel anything for them. But deep down they know they need to act, because the longing can no longer be ignored. It screams inside them with overwhelming force. There's a detail the angels are showing now, something they do without you noticing. They've been watching you more than you know, dear soul. Whether it's through social media, mutual friends, or simply feeling your energy from afar, this person tries to stay connected in some way, without you realizing their presence in your life. They want to know how you are, if you're happy. If you miss them the same way they miss you, they look for signs, for traces that there's still a link between you, an open door for a possible reunion. And this observing, this silent search, torments them, because the possibility that you've moved on without looking back, that you've forgotten them, leaves them restless, distressed. The angels show that this person constantly wonders, in their lonely moments, do I still have a place in their heart? Do they still think of me? Would they forgive me for my mistakes? Before we go on, the angels ask you to do an exercise of letting go and healing. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, that you'd like to forgive. Picture each of them, send love and say from your heart, I forgive you and I set you free. May peace be with you. Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings to your spirit, allowing the healing to begin. Repeat this practice every day to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. Now, continuing the message. What's happening now in this person's heart is a real emotional battle, dear soul, an internal conflict that consumes them day and night. For a long time, they avoided confronting their feelings, preferring to distract themselves or sweep everything they felt for you under the rug, hoping it would simply disappear. But the angels show that the universe is forcing this person to face the truth, to surrender to what their heart truly yearns for. And that truth is simple and overwhelming. They don't want to live without you anymore. They've come to this conclusion, no matter how much they try to resist. They might have tried to ignore this unique connection you have, but all attempts to move on without you failed miserably. No one else could fill the void you left, because what you had was unique, something rare and precious, and now they understand that like never before with a clarity that scares them. The angels show that this person is getting closer to taking action, to breaking the silence. It's as if they're being pushed by the universe to face what they've tried to avoid for so long, what they fear so much. But there's an inner hurdle that needs to be overcome. Fear, the fear of the unknown, the fear of rejection. They're scared that you've moved on, that there's already someone else in your life. Scared that your answer won't be what they expect, that you'll ignore them, that you won't want them anymore. Scared that all they imagined as a possibility has become just an unattainable dream, something that will never come true. And the angels say something even stronger, something that will make your heart skip a beat. This person is about to put everything on the line, to make one last try. They know they can no longer live in this doubt, in this torturous stalemate between the overwhelming desire to be close and the paralyzing fear of trying. They feel they need to know once and for all if there's still a path for the two of you, if there's still a chance to start again, to have you back in their life. And when that moment comes, dear soul, you need to be ready, because the energy they'll bring will be intense and full of emotion. The angels ask you to reflect deeply. What do you truly want for your life now? What's the deepest desire of your heart? Because that answer will be the key to everything that comes next, the direction that will guide your next actions and the outcomes the universe is preparing. Trust your intuition. It knows the way. Dear soul, the longing that bothers them can no longer be ignored by this younger person. Something within them has become impossible to quiet, a cry that echoes in their spirit. The longing has grown so much that it now goes past any barrier they tried to set for themselves, any defense they built. They thought about you all day, missing you every moment. The angels show that in recent days, this person has been feeling an unease they can't explain. They feel restless, as if they're always waiting for something, as if there's a gap inside them that nothing seems to fill, an emptiness that consumes them. They try to find answers, try to understand why this feeling doesn't go away, why you remain so present in their thoughts. But the truth is, the answer is already inside them, screaming. They miss you in a way no other love or experience can replace, a missing that crushes them. The angels say this person has been having moments of deep thought. They recall conversations, relive moments in their mind, and wonder how everything got to this point. There's a growing regret in their heart, a painful recognition that they could have done things differently, that they should have shown more affection, spoken more about their feelings, allowed themselves to feel more deeply. They blame themselves for not valuing what they had. And there's an important detail, dear soul. They feel like they truly lost you. This thought haunts them day and night. Because while before they believed they could control the situation, that they could simply come back whenever they wanted, now they realize things aren't in their hands anymore, that the dynamic has changed. And this lack of control is something that torments them deeply, that keeps them awake. They're starting to realize you've changed, that you're not the same person who once waited for them, who begged for their attention. You've grown, you've gotten stronger, and that scares them. And in a way, it scares them because it means it might be too late to get back what was lost, that the door might have closed for good. The angels reveal that this person has been watching your energy from afar, dear soul, even without you knowing. They feel that something within you has shifted, that you're stronger, more mature, more independent. Maybe you've started to prioritize yourself more, to value yourself differently, to focus on your own happiness. And this shift is impacting this person deeply, because they see the incredible woman you've become, and that makes them want you back even more. Before we go on, the angels ask you to take a deep breath and connect with this powerful and comforting truth. What's truly yours, what was meant for you, is never completely lost. Even if there are detours along the way, what's meant to be yours will find a way back. Now, continuing the message, the angels show that this person is getting closer to taking action, to breaking the silence. It's as if they're being pushed by the universe to face what they've tried to avoid for so long, what they fear so much. But there's an internal obstacle that needs to be overcome. Fear. The fear of the unknown, the fear of rejection. They're scared that you've moved on, that there's already someone else in your life. Scared that your answer won't be what they expect, that you'll ignore them, that you won't want them anymore. Scared that all this time has created an impassable distance between you, a barrier that can't be broken. And the angels say something even stronger, something that will make your heart skip a beat. This person is about to put everything on the line, to make one last try. They know they can no longer live in this doubt, in this torturous stalemate, between the overwhelming desire to be close and the paralyzing fear of trying. They feel they need to know, once and for all, if there's still a path for the two of you, if there's still a chance to start again, to have you back in their life. And when that moment comes, dear soul, you need to be prepared, because the energy they'll bring will be intense and full of emotion. The angels ask you to reflect deeply. What do you truly want for your life now? What's the deepest desire of your heart? Because that answer will be the key to everything that comes next, the direction that will guide your next actions and the outcomes the universe is preparing. Trust your intuition. It knows the way. Dear soul, this younger person who's on your mind is at a point of no return. The longing that's been bothering them can no longer be ignored, and something inside them is crying out for a solution, an end to this distress. They're starting to understand that running from this feeling won't make it disappear. Quite the opposite. Every day, your absence becomes a heavier weight, a pain they can no longer carry alone, that consumes them from within. They thought about you all day, every minute, every breath. The angels reveal that this person has been feeling lost, disoriented. There's a confusion inside them that stops them from seeing clearly which way to go in their life. They try to keep their mind busy, try to convince themselves that everything will be fine if they just ignore the missing feeling. But that illusion doesn't last long, because the truth catches up. The universe has been sending constant hints, subtle and intense messages at the same time, forcing them to confront this undeniable truth. What they feel for you hasn't gone away. It's more alive than ever. And this coming to terms isn't happening in a gentle or calm way. This person is feeling a whirlwind of emotions, a real inner chaos. And within this chaos, there's an intense fight between the fear of showing vulnerability and the overwhelming desire to do something about it, to get closer to you. They're at a crossroads. The angels show that often this person found themselves reliving past moments, feeling your presence even without you being physically there. Small everyday things, objects, songs you listened to together, places you visited, everything seems to be soaked in the energy of what you shared. And that's starting to pressure them to make a choice, to move towards you. Before we go on, share this video with two dear people who need this message of hope and belief. Let's build a connection of love and support together, spreading light and good vibes to those who need it most. Leave a comment with a prayer for your guardian angel. This helps strengthen your connection with the spiritual world. Now, continuing the message. What the angels want you to understand, dear soul, is that this person can no longer run from themselves, can no longer ignore what their heart cries out for. Everything they tried to do to silence this feeling has failed miserably. There's no hiding what's screaming inside their heart, what consumes them day and night. They're exhausted from fighting what they feel, and that's why they're about to approach you in a way you don't expect. Yes, the angels show that the moment of truth is drawing near quickly. This person feels they need to find you, speak to you openly, understand if there's still a place for them in your life, if there's a possibility of starting again. But at the same time, they carry a deep and legitimate concern. What if you don't want them anymore? What if you've moved on, leaving them behind? This fear has been their biggest obstacle, the barrier that stops them from acting. Because deep down, this person doesn't just want to talk for talking's sake. They want confirmation that there's still a possible path for you, a chance to rebuild what was lost. They want to know if, after everything, you can still reconnect in a true and meaningful way, with an even stronger bond. But there's something the angels ask you to think about with the purest honesty, getting ready for what's to come. If this person came back now, knocking on your door, would you open your heart to them? Would you be willing to forgive, to start again, to give the love that united you a fresh go? Because that answer will determine the next steps the universe is preparing for your life, how this story will unfold. The angels are working for your greatest good, dear soul. Dear soul, the intensity of this feeling has reached a point where this younger person can no longer hide it, even from themselves. Even when they try to stick to their routine, focus on their studies or work, something inside them shouts your name, asking to be heard, crying out for your presence. The desire to seek you out is growing every day, every hour, every minute, but there's still something holding them back from taking that final step, an invisible barrier that freezes them. They thought about you all day, every detail, every memory. The angels show that this person feels scared. Not just scared of your reaction, of being rejected, but scared of what this reconnection could mean for their life, for their future. Because they know that once they make the choice to get closer to you, there'll be no going back, no pretending nothing happened. They feel that if they seek you out, they'll need to be ready to truly open their heart, without masks, without games, without defenses. And this vulnerability is something that scares them deeply, as they're young and not used to handling such intense feelings. The universe has been putting situations in their path, so they finally face their feelings. Conversations that suddenly bring your name up, places that remind them of you so strongly it feels like a direct call, or even dreams that seem so real that, upon waking, they're lost for a few moments, unsure what's real and what's a dream. All this is happening because this person needs to understand that they can't keep living in this doubt, this emotional limbo. The angels say this person questions themselves every day, in their lonely moments. Do I still have time? Can I still get back what was lost? Do they still care about me? And this doubt is weighing more than anything else, taking away their peace. They realize now, with painful clarity, that by losing you, they also lost an essential part of themselves. And this absence has become an emptiness that nothing else can fill, no matter how much they try to distract themselves with other people or activities. Before we continue this message, if you haven't left your comment yet, write now. True love always finds its way. This helps strengthen the connection the angels are bringing to you, aligning your heart with the truth. Now, continuing the message. The angels show that this person is getting ready for a big talk, a conversation that could change the direction of your story. They've already realized they need answers, that they can no longer put off this decision, that the distress is too much. And when that moment comes, it will be crucial for you to be connected with your deepest truth, with what your heart truly desires. The angels ask you to honestly ask yourself, what does your heart truly want for your life right now, dear soul? What's your deepest wish? Because when this person comes back into your life, there will be no more room for doubts or uncertainties, neither for them nor for you. It will be a time of truth. This is a chance for things to end, so each of you can go your own way peacefully, or for a fresh start, so a new story can be written. And that choice, dear soul, will be yours, and the angels will be by your side, guiding you. Dear soul, the angels show that this younger person no longer has the strength to fight what they feel. The longing has become a burden too heavy to carry, and each day away from you only increases this feeling of emptiness, this distress that consumes them. They realize now, more clearly than ever, that your presence was a light in their life, a safe haven, something they might not have valued at the right time, in their immaturity. They thought about you all day, every heartbeat. They feel caught in an inner conflict, a real war of emotions. Part of them just wants to run to you, say everything they feel, ask for another chance, beg for your forgiveness. But the other part is still taken over by fear, the fear of what might happen. Fear that you've moved on, that there's already someone else in your life. Fear that your answer won't be what they expect, that you'll reject them, that you'll ignore them. Fear that everything they imagined as possible has become just an unattainable dream, something that will never come true. The angels reveal that this person has mentally rehearsed countless times what they could say to you. They imagine conversations, think about ways to explain themselves, look for ways to justify their mistakes and absences, to show how sorry they are. But every attempt to plan this talk ends at the same point, the paralyzing fear of your reaction, of what you'll say or do. And it's this fear that keeps them stuck, stopping them from acting. But there's something the angels want you to understand, dear soul. This person can no longer avoid the inevitable. The universe is at work, and they will be forced to move. The universe is putting on the pressure, creating situations and coincidences so they can no longer escape this decision. The clear dreams, the persistent memories, the unexpected encounters with things that remind them of you, all of this is part of a bigger plan for them to finally face the truth of their feelings and their need for you. Before we go on, write in the comments, I let go of the past and I'm ready for what the universe brings. This is a powerful way to open your heart to the blessings coming into your life and to align your energy with a special purpose. Now, continuing the message, the angels show that this person is much closer to a big step than they realize. The silence between you is becoming unbearable for them. The need to hear your voice, to feel your energy again, to have you in their life, is growing uncontrollably, consuming them. They might be unsure now, but soon they'll be filled with a sudden boldness, a strength they didn't know they had. Something inside them will awaken, and this awakening will lead them straight to you, pushed by love and longing. The question the angels bring with urgency for your thought is, when this happens, when they appear, will your heart truly be ready to hear what they have to say? Because this conversation, dear soul, has the power to change everything you know and expect for your life. Get ready, because what happens next is up to you. Dear soul, the angels reveal that this younger person is on the verge of a decisive moment in their life, a turning point. The longing that was once just an annoyance, an occasional pang, has now become an unbearable weight, a feeling that stays with them in every thought, in every detail of their day, in every breath. They thought about you all day, every single moment. They can no longer run from this. They are exhausted from fighting what they feel. Something inside them demands a resolution, a clear answer, a definite action to end this distress that consumes them. The angels show that, in recent days, this person has been feeling your energy even more intensely, like never before. It's as if you were right next to them, as if the presence of your spirit was there, whispering what they already know, but haven't yet had the courage to fully admit. Even to themselves, they need you in their life. Your absence is an unbearable ache. They've been repeatedly questioning if there's still time, if there's still room for a conversation, for a reunion, for a real fresh start between you. This doubt stays with them in every silent moment, in their lonely nights, in their most private thoughts. When they lie down to sleep, you're the last thought that floods their mind, your face, your smile. When they wake up, The feeling of emptiness is the first thing they experience, a constant reminder of your absence. The angels say this person feels they've already wasted too much time, that they've let things drag on for too long. They realize now that they waited too much, that they got caught up in fear, pride, and doubts, and now they fear with a tight feeling in their chest that they missed the last chance to correct their mistakes, to have you back in their life. But at the same time, there's a strength within them that's starting to overcome these fears, a boldness that's emerging and pushing them forward. The universe has been sending increasingly clear and strong hints for them to understand that it's time to act, to do something. Perhaps they heard your name in a random conversation, or saw something that reminded them of you so powerfully it felt like a direct call from the universe. Or they felt a pang in their chest, a nervous flutter, an uncontrollable urge to seek you out, even without fully understanding why, just feeling the need. Before we go on with this message, write in the comments, "The universe's perfect timing shows up in my life." This helps align your energy with the truth the angels are bringing to you, clearing your path for perfect harmony. Now, continuing the message, this person feels they're reaching a point where they can no longer put it off, where doing nothing is no longer an option. They need to know if there's still a way, if there's still something to be shared between you, if the spark that united you can still be reignited. And when that moment comes, dear soul, when they appear, everything that was felt in silence, everything that was held back for so long, everything that was left undone and unresolved between you will come out. It will be a time of showing things. The angels ask you to be ready for this moment, with an open heart and a clear mind, because what's coming will be life-changing, because this conversation will be a turning point in your life, a shift that will determine your future. Dear soul, the angels say that the moment this younger person has been putting off for so long is very close, about to happen. They feel they can no longer ignore the call echoing in their heart, a persistent call for you. The doubts, the fears, the uncertainties that have stopped them from acting until now are starting to fade against the uncontrollable need to reconnect with you again, to have your presence in their life. They thought about you all day without stopping. They might not have spoken yet, might not have put their feelings into words, but their spirit has already made a choice, and that choice is pushing them forward. The energy the angels show is of someone who's about to make a move, to take a step that could change everything in your lives. And this change doesn't just come from the desire to ease the longing, but from a deeper and more painful understanding. They should never have distanced themselves from you. This person now understands, with crystal clarity, that your absence didn't bring peace. Quite the opposite, it made their life a mess of memories, regrets, and unanswered questions, a maze of distress. They realized that what they felt for you wasn't a passing feeling. It wasn't something that could be replaced or forgotten over time. The connection between you is real, intense, and undeniable, a bond of spirits that goes beyond all barriers. The angels show that within them, there's a genuine desire to make amends, to correct their mistakes, to apologize for their screw-ups, to explain everything that was left unexplained, to fix what was broken, to say what should have been said ages ago. But along with this desire comes the uncertainty. Do you still want to hear it? Do you still care? They're scared that by trying to get closer, they'll find out it's already too late, that time has erased any chance. Scared that your heart no longer has room for them, that they've lost you forever. This fear makes them hesitate, but no longer to the point of stopping them from acting. They're getting ready for what's to come. Before we finish this message, if it touched your heart and connected with your truth, write in the comments, "I accept what's rightfully mine." This helps open the doors for the universe's energy to work in your favor, aligning with your deepest desires and clearing the way for good things. Now, continuing the message, the angels want you to know that your energy, dear soul, plays a key part right now, a powerful influence. Your intuition already senses that something is about to happen, that a big shift is coming into your life. If your heart still holds feelings for this person, if there's still a wish for a reunion, be ready for this moment, for this change. Because this person will show up in your life again, in a way you don't expect. And when they arrive, it won't be with doubts anymore. It won't be with games. It will be with the raw, honest truth, with an open heart, with the intensity of a love they couldn't forget. What will you do with this truth, dear soul? The choice is yours, and the angels will be by your side to guide you, whatever your choice is. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write in the comments, "My spirit sees the truth of care." Share your experiences in the comments because your story might inspire others. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content and messages of light that touch the spirit. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video with more insights from the angels for your life.